The biggest mistake I see people make is breaking the unspoken hashtag rules of each platform. Hola mi gente, welcome back. I'm Jay Franco, and in this channel we talk about how to create your personal brand by mastering your mindset, making your mark, and marketing it on social media. And today we're talking about hashtags on social media. You know, they're not all made the same, and you can't use them the same way you use them across all platforms. You've got to stop treating hashtags as pop culture and just creating hashtags. Hashtag long hair don't care, hashtag mom ban or soccer mom. You can't just use them like pop culture for the sake of hashtagging. So you've got to use hashtags strategically as they're meant to be used on every platform. So how do you use hashtags? Because I see especially business owners making these mistakes over and over and over again. And one of the things that I continue to see is that they're not using either the right hashtags per post, per their industry that they're serving and for what they're trying to accomplish, and B, they're not using hashtags natively on each platform that they're posting. So I'm gonna go over this really quickly as fast as I can. It is a little bit more information than most of my videos because it's so important to understand the nature of hashtags. So let's get started. All right, so we need to be using hashtags differently on every single platform. I'm gonna start with Twitter. When you're using hashtags on Twitter, I want you to remember one thing, is that Twitter is the original hashtag platform. And hashtags started on this platform for a reason. Hashtags help diffuse a message. They help make messages, images, posts viral, as well as they really help with engagement and visibility of your post. So on Twitter, it's really important to use maybe about 2 to 3 hashtags a post. Don't overly saturate your post with hashtags because you'll run out of the characters that you're allotted. So use hashtags as a way to promote your event, your brand, or to jump in on a conversation. If there's a post about Monday thoughts or Flashback Friday and you have a picture about Flashback Friday, then you want to use that hashtag in your post. You can even put it in the beginning of your caption or at the end of your caption. And that way, that particular post, if you are posting a flashback of you and you want it to be found, people that are actively searching for Flashback Friday, you're going to be able to be seen and visible to that audience that's searching actively. If you are at a live event, this is so big for conferences, meetings, meetups. If you have like a meetup in your community, I go to the WordPress meetup all the time and I hashtag HOUWP because that's Houston WordPress, and every time that I'm there, I'm always tweeting and I'm always constantly, taking pictures of everyone that is speaking at the events or just about the event itself and using that hashtag so that others that are using the hashtag can also see those pictures, retweet the pictures. At huge conferences, you want to use the hashtags for that specific conference for the same reason, because people that are either wanting to know more information about that particular conference that you went to or are attending the conference, it's a way for them to find all of the information about that specific event, conference, or movement. So even if it's a movement or a campaign push, or for instance, the mayoral elections in your city, if you are voting for a specific candidate, you want to use that hashtag. I remember that when Judge Lena was running for Harris County Judge, I was looking actively for the hashtags that her political campaign was using so that I can stay up to date with her political campaign and see where she was. So it's so important to use Twitter hashtags in that purpose and for that reason. It's to create awareness and so that you can immediately go find all the index information under that hashtag. Very different than any other platform. So let's go into Facebook. Okay, so with Facebook, it's a little similar to Twitter, but it's not so much for events. It's definitely for archival. So you want to use hashtags as a way to categorize your post. So for instance, if I say things I did when I was 7 on my bike, how often are you going to be able to find that hashtag, or how often will other people be using that hashtag? Click on the hashtag and find out what content has been tagged for that. When using hashtags on Facebook, it's about being relevant, and it's about being strategic, and it's about using hashtags to categorize your post. So if it's trending, you want to be able to find great hashtags that are trending. We'll also find hashtags like hashtag she means business when you're talking about business, especially yours, and if you're a female business owner. And for me, I use hashtag new video every time that I post a new video to Facebook, whether it's my YouTube links from my YouTube channel or it's an actual new video, a video I created just natively for that platform that I uploaded. I always use the hashtag new video so that people that are finding or searching for new videos using the hashtag as the categorizing tool tracker, that they're able to find my video using those hashtags. Another thing is I want to give you a really quick tip. If you're having a hard time finding out trending hashtags for Twitter or for Facebook, go to hashtags.org, so hashtags with an s.org, or hashtag ifbyme, hashtag ify.me. And these are great tools that help you to really find trending hashtags. So after your post is up on Facebook, you can click on your hashtag to see who else is using the same phrases and what they are saying about the specific content with those hashtags. One of the key things is that by doing this, you bring up a specific and separate feed just for that hashtag other than your own personal feed. So this is ways to find different people, different audiences. If you feel like your feed is constantly bombarded with the same stuff over and over again, use a hashtag to create like a stream of feeds within that hashtag so that you can see new content that you wouldn't be able to be exposed to on your regular feed. All right, I'm gonna give you some quick Facebook hashtagging tips, and the first one is to keep hashtags to a minimum, no more than 2 or 3 hashtags. And one of the reasons why is because it actually drops engagement and likes if you use way more hashtags. So for those of you that are using your Instagram app and linking it and having it feed into your Facebook, and you have 30 hashtags, Facebook users kind of tend to see that as spam and junk, and it's just too many hashtags in a post. So try to keep your hashtags to a minimum 2 or 3 so that you can increase engagement. Place your hashtags at the beginning of your caption. I learned this from my friend Riz, who's a Facebook expert and an SEO expert, and he's incredible at increasing engagement of posts on Facebook. So I learned this awesome ninja hack from him, and I've been doing it, and it really helps to increase the engagement of my post when I put my hashtag in the beginning of the post, because it helps with visibility and it honestly draws attention. In the mobile version of Facebook, the hashtag is actually in bold, so it does draw attention visually to that specific post. Also, use industry-specific hashtags or popular internet traditions such as Flashback Friday, Woman Crush Wednesday, Man Crush Monday, like those little popular pop culture hashtags. Use them because that's the kind of hashtag that works better and that creates more engagement and community in Facebook. So you're gonna wanna use those kind of hashtags. And why? Because here's another tip, because it's a way to create conversation on Facebook. I mean, if I put a before and after picture and I call it, I don't know, Flashback Friday, a picture of me in kindergarten, a picture of me now, I'm going to receive more engagement using that hashtag, and I'm going to get more conversation out of it because people are going to comment. People are going to be like, wow, you haven't changed, or man, you're totally different. But at least it's conversation, right? And that's what we want on Facebook, is conversation, meaningful conversation. So don't be afraid to use also branded hashtags so that you can increase the visibility of your business. My favorite hashtag to use that I use for my agency, my personal brand, and it pretty much is part of who I am, is hashtag Innovative Insight. That is such a big hashtag for our marketing agency. So myself, my co-founder, and our creative director all use Innovative Insight when we're on the platform and we're talking about our brand agency, because we really want to make sure that it becomes part of like that natural conversation, that natural talk, that colloquialism about our brand. Okay, so now let's get to Instagram, and I'm gonna try not to make this long because this video is long enough. Unlike Facebook, hashtags on Instagram serve a much greater purpose. Hashtags are used to catalog or index the images that you're posting. It's so important to use Instagram hashtags, and Instagram allows 30 hashtags. Unlike the rest of the platforms out there, you've got to use all 30 hashtags. So I know that there is some popular belief out there that you can get away with 5 hashtags, that you should only use 5 hashtags because the algorithm favors it. Well, let me tell you something. No, it doesn't. The algorithm loves 30 hashtags. The more you use hashtags, the richer your hashtags are, the more precise and niche specific your hashtags are, and that you have various hashtag sets that you rotate. I have 30 hashtag sets. That means that I'm using 1 hashtag set per day, and then the next 30 days I start all over again, or sometimes I use 1 hashtag set 2 or 3 times during that month. And another month, depending on what I'm talking about, I may use a totally separate hashtag that I haven't used before. And Instagram loves this. It loves that you're not spammy with your hashtags, that you're not using the hashtags over and over again every single day, day in, day out, week after week. They really love freshness. And not only that, but the algorithm seems to favor your posts when you're using hashtags that you haven't used before, and it really starts to help grow your account organically. For more information about Instagram and how to grow your account, especially hashtags, I'm going to link both the card of the hashtag video that goes really in depth on how to use hashtags on Instagram, as well at the end of the video I'll add both that video as well as the Instagram for Business playlist that is so full of wealth and knowledge to really help you grow, not just understand and grow your account, but really start making a difference in that profile. It is my favorite platform by far, and it's one of my most successful platforms for all of my clients in lead genning. So this playlist really does give you the all the valuable, juicy secrets and hacks that are all white hat hacks that really help to grow your account organically. All right, so we've got Pinterest and LinkedIn next. Pinterest is super easy. So with hashtags on Pinterest, using about a few, anywhere from 2 to 5 hashtags in your captions on Pinterest is really, really valuable, because think of Pinterest as a search engine. So if you're searching for keto recipes, then I'm going to type in keto recipes, and everything that was hashtag keto recipes will come up. If I'm specifically looking for hashtag keto mug cake, and I have 5 recipes on keto mug cake on my blog, all those 5 Pinterest captions with covers will get posted to Pinterest with that hashtag keto mug cake, keto diet, or ketogenic diet, or keto. And those hashtags, anyone who's searching for specifically keto is going to be able to find my stuff. So think of Pinterest as a search engine. So hashtags on Pinterest are more broad and industry driven. So keto, paleo, and you can use a few that are a little bit more niched. But unlike Instagram, where they're super hyper focused niched, or Twitter, where they're very specific to events, happenings, movements, campaigns, and Facebook to popular culture or important events, or just driving awareness and brand awareness to your business. That's how you use the hashtags in the different platforms. Last but not least, LinkedIn has recently added hashtags to their platform, which makes it, again, a lot easier to search for information. So for instance, when I use LinkedIn, or when I use one of my posts and I post it in there, I always use social media expert, social media manager, marketing agency, or branding, personal branding, whatever it is that I'm talking about that is very industry specific, not necessarily hard niche, but very industry specific in the industry that I live in, is the hashtags that I use on LinkedIn. So get into the habit of using hashtags on LinkedIn so that you can get found by other members of LinkedIn. Remember, LinkedIn is more of a professional social media networking platform where you are able to leverage relationships that you create on that platform to help you grow your business. So why not use hashtags that really will help increase your visibility to other potential business partners and even clients? If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, and in the comments below, tell me if you've been struggling with hashtags. Tell me, say, you know what, I still have no clue how to use hashtags. If you find that this video, this explanatory video helps you, then make sure that you comment below with, wow, I'm so glad that you went over how to use hashtags on every platform and how they should be used on every platform. So thank you, and comment below with winning. If you just put hashtag winning in the comment, I know that this video totally helped you really understand how to use hashtags on social media. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. The little subscribe watermark is on the video already. And como siempre, mi gente, los quiero mucho y nos vemos la próxima semana.